Hello and welcome to a Butler Libraries video tutorial. In this video, we'll go over how to use the ProQuest database. To get to our library resources, start on the Butler homepage, hover over Academics, and then click on Libraries and Archives. On the next page, you can scroll down to see the library resources. There are two ways to access ProQuest from the library homepage. For the first way, scroll down, click on the Articles and Databases button, and then under the General Research heading, click on ProQuest Research Library. The second way to access the ProQuest database is to click on the Databases link under the Grizzly search bar. Then click on P, and then scroll down to ProQuest Research Library. You may be asked to log in. I wasn't asked for my login because I've already been using Butler Library databases today. But if you are asked to log in, use your MyButlerCC username and password, but without the @butlercc.edu. So this is what you'll see once you get into ProQuest. As an example for this video, let's say I'm working on a research paper about social media. So I'll enter social media as my search term and click on the magnifying glass to search. So right now I have 7.2 million results, which is far too many to go through. I'm going to try to narrow it down. I'll start by adding quotation marks around social media, which makes the database find the term social media all in one piece instead of treating social and media as two separate words. And I can add keywords such as democracy, education, a specific platform like TikTok, or something else that might be related to my research paper. I'll go with democracy. On the left are other options to narrow the results. We'll start with peer-reviewed. So my assignment asks for a peer-reviewed article. So I will check that option. And that's limited my search results some more. My instructor also wants me to find sources that are less than 10 years old. So I will scroll down and under publication date, I'll select last 10 years. I'm still getting lots of results. So at this point, I can start looking through the first few pages of results, or I can try to use more limiters to get more relevant results. I'll try going to the subject limiter and then selecting democracy. 1,700 search results is still probably too many, but for a search that started out with over 7 million results, that's probably a good place to start. So I'm going to start looking through my search results and look for something that's going to be relevant to my paper. So this title looks like it might be a good article for my research paper. So instead of reading the whole article to find out, I can click on Abstract or Details. So the abstract is basically a summary of the article. So let's say I've read through that and I think, yes, this article is relevant. So I can click on the full text to actually read the article. And then if I want to save it, I can click on Download PDF. I can email it to myself. And I can also create a citation. So this is a paper for an English class. So instead of APA, I'm going to select MLA Ninth. And then I can either copy and paste the citation that it created into the Works Cited page in my paper, or I can export to Noodle Tools. So I've already selected MLA Ninth, and I'm going to click on Continue. And then I'm not logged into Noodle Tools right now, but if I were, it would have pulled that citation into my Noodle Tools project. If you're interested in using Noodle Tools to manage your citations for any of your research projects, you can view our tutorial video or the Noodle Tools guide. If you need help with anything that we went over today, you can always reach out to your librarians by stopping at either of our 2 locations in El Dorado and Andover, or you can get help online by clicking Chat with Us during library business hours, or click on Zoom with us to make an appointment. Thank you for watching.